Always important. Yeah, always important. We got to start doing a little bit better job the second and third game of the series too. But yeah, it's nice to get off to a good start to try to try to get into their bullpen. We've actually done a pretty good job of that. We did a great job of that in Arizona. That's why the last two games were so disappointing. We faced Gallen and had our best at bats of the year, and then had Kelly the second day and had good at bats for one inning, and then not much after that. So you'd like to get in the bullpen early. You'd like to try to win that first game and set yourself up for the series.
Charlie Morton was talking in Phoenix about how he has higher expectations for himself than what he's been able to do so far in a limited sample size. I mean, when you look at just like being a veteran pitcher, does a guy like that pretty much know what he needs to do to get back on track? I mean, how much involvement does the pitching staff go into on trying to get him back on a front footer? Do you kind of let him be because he's been around and he understands himself?
No, I think that guy's got 16 years in the big leagues. He has a pretty good feel for what's working, what's not, what he needs to get better at. I think we have a great pitching room with really good coaches in there that are breaking down stuff with him as well. He's very open to looking into his outing and see what he can improve on when he can.
You guys had 6 home runs on opening day, and I think there's only been 6 since. Obviously, weather has played a factor in that. Is there any concern about the lack of power, or do you just chalk it up to randomness, early season weather, stuff like that?
I think Kansas City was a big park. I think that was a little bit. Didn't think we swung the bat very well in Arizona besides the game against Gallen. I'm not concerned about it. I think we need to start swinging the bat better. I think we need to start putting together more consistent at bats and be a little bit more competitive at the plate. And I think that the home runs will come when that happens. But we lost a lot of home runs there in Kansas City. Probably hit 6 or 7 there. But yeah, we have guys with a lot of power. The guys we're gonna put some big power numbers up this year. Just hasn't happened yet.
From the outside, when you say more competitive at bats or the at bats need to be a higher quality, what does that look like when they're not at the standard that you're seeking right now?
I just think it's been. I mean, it's been tough weather-wise in Kansas City. I thought Phoenix, like I said, the first 5 innings was our best at bats of the year because we were doing a great job of laying off pitchers' pitches and swinging at strikes, and putting good swings on strikes and not trying to do too much. And then we did the second day against Kelly. We did the exact same thing early in the game and then let him off the hook. I just think we have the ability to do that. We did that a couple days in Toronto also. Just a little bit more consistent with kind of that mentality, which we will get to. It's just been a little bit hit and miss right now.
I know the hitting is contagious is a cliche, but has that sort of been the way that the year's gone for you guys, where you have had some excellent games where it feels like everything's humming, and then you have a handful or even up to 8 where it doesn't get off to a good start, and things aren't going.
Yeah, sometimes you have to give credit to pitchers too, and there's a lot of good starting pitchers in this league that we faced quite a few so far. But yeah, I'd just like to see it gets a little bit more consistent offensively.
We've seen a lot of opposite field fly balls from Heston. Is that a pretty good sign? Like he's staying on the ball while the approach is there? I mean, what do you kind of see from his at-bats being good? Yeah,
I just think at times, I think he gets a little blocked and catches the ball maybe a little too deep. But I do like the way he uses the whole field and stays and try to use the big part of the field. He's got pull side power too, just hasn't showed up yet.